What is going on, you guys? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Tyler. If you guys are brand new to the channel, make sure you guys are subscribing, turn on the post notifications down below so that way you guys get notified when I upload every single time. And drop likes on the video, share the videos. It helps a lot. Comment down below. Anything helps the algorithm as much as possible. Let's get this video to 15 likes and let's hop straight into the video. Okay, so this video is going to be how to build muscle efficiently, effectively, the right way. So we're going to start off with the first, tip, whatever. When you're wanting to build muscle, you want to make sure you are eating in a calorie surplus or a little bit, 200 to 300 calories above your maintenance. And don't do any, I see it, TikTok videos, Instagram videos. Don't do the stupid shit. Don't do dirty bulk because that's not going to get you anywhere. Don't go sitting around eating pastas, candy, all that garbage, sodas. Fuck all. Just eliminate all of that. Focus on the quality over the quantity of the foods. Yeah. Quality of the food comes first, and once you figure out what the quality of the foods are, you can start implementing the quantity and have it spread out as much as you want. So, for instance, if you guys wanted to get let's say steak, get a fatty cut of steak, like ribeye. I think skirt steak is one of them, New York strip, and I think T-bone, but make sure you guys are getting fatty cut of steaks because those are going to be the high calories. And, you can play around with it, but it's not my opinion really. It's more of a fact, because if you implement a fatty cut of steak or whatever, fatty cut of beef with high protein and shit, you are going to be really, really full. And the reason why you're full is because it's nutrient food. It's a nutrient dense food. So you're not going to be I hate the word crash dieting, but I'm going to say it. Crash dieting and craving and start eating junk. So when you're consuming quality of the foods that are high and protein and all that, you're going to be more full because it's nutrient dense food. That's what your body is craving. That's what your body wants for survival and energy balances and muscle too, because it's very, very, very beneficial for the body to eat all beef, all that kind of stuff. Now, number 2, your training. You want to make sure you're training to failure. Progressive overload is very important, because if you're doing progressive overload with heavy weights, don't do lightweight. Come on, you want to go heavy. And of course, if you're new in the gym, start not light, but kind of where you feel comfortable with. So if you want to be doing high reps and all that with a lot of heavy weight, you want to do that to failure. Just keep on pushing it until you can no longer do any. And for the last few reps, when you can't do it, just knock them out and just squeeze and slow. Any kind of exercise movement, just squeeze slowly and drop the weight and rest for a minute or 2, maybe 3, depending on the intensity of your training. Because it is very important to progress overload, because you're breaking down the muscle fibers in your body. And once your body or your muscle are breaking down, you're breaking the fibers, you're tearing the muscles. So you're going to want to repair it with, going back to the first thing, with the high quality of the foods like beef and all that. So it's very, very crucial to understand the progressive overload of the weights and stuff, and to not really do light weights and just not really push yourself. You want to push yourself. You want to go hard, because that puts a signal in your brain that you're doing it right. You want to make sure you're having good form and all that. You want to make sure you're having good form. The technique, you have to perfect that. You can't perfect that and see results and just kind of be happy with what you got. You got to understand all of the mechanisms of all of that. You got to understand the components of training with the progressive overload and high volume, heavy weights and all that. It's how it is. If you want to build muscle, you're going to have to, really. It's kind of how it works. Number 3, your sleep is very crucial. You want to get at least 7 to 9. It's approximately 8 to 9 hours. And you want to go to sleep not like on a full stomach or when you're like eating, because that's going to disrupt your sleep. Caffeine is a big one, 10 to 12 hours. And just like cut off caffeine, and because it's going to disrupt your sleep, and it's not going to benefit you because you're going to be awake and you're going to be craving not what you're supposed to, because your body is supposed to be asleep at night. So roughly 8 to 9. And you'll know when you get quality of sleep when you're like in the same position. You're not tossing and turning. You're in like one spot. And if you know you're in one spot, you'll know. You'll wake up and you'll be in one spot, so you'll know when you get quality of sleep. Dark room, cold, you'll sleep pretty fast. Number 4, hydration is very important. So not only you want to hydrate with at least a gallon and a half of water, depending on your body mass and everything. Get some like electrolytes, unflavored. Element is a good one. ELMNT. Just get some pink Himalayan salt to like put in your water, because I like to do pink Himalayan salt. You don't want to drink like straight water. You want to get the electrolytes, the sodium, because sodium is very important for the body. It's very important. So get some water, some filtered water, because you don't want to drink tap water, all that nasty shit. Don't drink plastics. None of that, because that is terrible. Plastics are terrible. No microwaving, nothing. Just get glass, metal. Do what you got to do. What's number 5? Number 5, you want to stay away from blue light, because blue light is the same thing as the other ones. It's gonna mess with your like vision, I believe. It's gonna fuck with your brain, your body. You want to get something like some blue blocking glasses. These are not really blue blocking, they're just like sunglasses. But I like to put these on when I'm like watching TV for a little bit or doing shit, because I don't want blue light in my face. So those are very important. That's another one. What's next? Number 6, your recovery and yoga. I'm going to put that in. Recovery and yoga are very important. Everything is very important. You want to like stretch out the muscles. You want to do yoga, because it's going to really strengthen the joints and like the bones, connective tissues, everything, because you're going to feel tight, and it's just, you want to release all of that. And it's like rebuilding muscle. You want to like tear it apart. It's the same thing. It's very important to get your yoga, or just make sure you are having proper recovery, because your body is going to be needing some kind of stress. And once that stress is kind of over, you get to refill it. It's the same thing as building muscle and, hydration and the quality of food. So aside from that, going back to the quality of food, you want to make sure you're getting ground beef, ground turkey, maybe, a lot of steak, eggs, bacon. Everyone's gonna be different, but if you feel like you have some kind of like stomach issues or whatever, or you feel like a migraine, try eliminating that for at least 6 to 8 weeks. It's an elimination diet I got from a podcast I watched. So shout out to the Daily Swole. Make sure you guys are checking that out. If you guys feel like certain foods are kind of disrupting you, just take it out and just kind of wing it off. And if you feel like that's working, don't even bother trying to eat that food. So again, a lot of beef, carbohydrates, fruit. Do not have any like processed shit. That is very, very important. Make sure you're getting like proper carbohydrates, like fruit, once again, honey, dates, sweet potatoes, maybe rice in smaller quantities, because rice is a grain, and most grains are not good for you. So there's that. And people ask too, supplementation. You really don't need it. It's a supplement. You're supplementing what you don't get in your like food. So magnesium, unflavored, the powder, glycinate, I believe that's a good one. Creatine, monohydrate, unflavored 3 to 5 grams daily once. Don't overdo it. It's not going to make or break it. It's found in red meat. So you get a lot of benefits if you're taking that on top of red meat. L-arginine, I believe, it's amino acid, which converts it to, I think, energy. It's like energy something. I can't remember the name of it. But glutamine too repairs. Like if you have bloating, it repairs it. It helps it. Leaky gut. And I think that's about it. You really don't need any flavorings. Fuck all that. Fuck all the flavorings and all that. This is evolution. We're supposed to be surviving off of like animal meats and all that, proteins. Play with the carbohydrates because some people have like problems with high carbohydrates due to bloating and stuff. Try to kind of balance it and feel like what's best for you for carbohydrates, because I find personally that lower carbohydrates and high fats and proteins are very beneficial for me because I don't feel bloated. I have more energy because I'm eating a lot of fatty foods. Butter, no, I love butter too. All of that, it's important. Once you realize that eating this stuff and following through like the training stuff, you find it more enjoyable. You don't want to go back to the crappy foods and all that. You know, we're here to survive, but come on, you only have one life. Live your life to the fullest. That's what I say. Enjoy it. Don't mess it up just by doing something stupid and you're risking your life pretty much right then and there. So that's what I try to tell myself and pretty much everybody else. You just got to realize what you're doing, and it can bite you in the ass when something can go south, and you guys don't want that. And I want the best for you and for myself. I've been training for almost 2 years. Feels like yesterday. It goes by pretty fast and slow progress, but it takes time. I'm eating around like 3,000 to 3,200 calories, but I don't track my calories anymore. You don't really got to if you're eating quality foods, like I said. So I think that's about it. This is where it's going to wrap it off. Another thing, vitamins. I mean, it depends really if you're not getting enough from your food, but get like zinc, vitamin D3. Vitamin D is actually very important. I forgot to mention. Sunlight is very important. It builds up in your body, and you'll get that tan. If you're out there for a long time, you get that tan color. So yeah, early morning sun is important. Evening sun too. Get sun on your face, all of your body. It doesn't matter. I don't think I'm missing anything else. So if you guys enjoyed the video, make sure you guys are dropping a like, subscribing, turn on the post notifications. I might make a video in a few days talking about what I got planned for and what my goals are for 2023. Everything is going to be completely changing. For content, I'm going to push out as much as I can. I'm going to continue on the grind, grow on the platform, and see where it takes me. Share the videos. Code Tyler10 on Alpha Lion. Alpha Lion, Superhuman, use code Tyler10. I'll leave everything in the description. And comment down below. Help support me in the algorithm. And is that it? That's about it. Thank you guys for watching. God bless to every single one of you. I'll see you guys in the next one.